break out the mamba jerseys. Look real good, I must say. I hope that becomes a part of the regular rotation for the Lakers and whatnot, man. We need to put that
Time for us
on
to
there,
leave.
man. We need to
It's
make that in the regular rotation. Y'all think them jerseys was hard?
No, they was.
What I think is Lakers are getting their legs back, bro.
Yeah.
I think they're getting their legs back. That's how they was playing before they interrupted this season. That's exactly how they was playing.
What did I say? I said everybody's overreacting about a few stupid seeding games that nobody really cared about in the Laker organization. We had number 1 seed. And again, I'm just saying, I said this, when it came time for the get down, the Lakers lost their first game. Straight up got outplayed. Scored 93 points. They should have got beat. But ever since then, they've been kicking Portland's ass. And we got to give that to them. I
called it 4-1.
Hey, man, number 1 seed don't get no props for beating the number 8. No props. None.
You don't get trophy for what you're supposed to do, huh?
You're supposed to do that.
I give you that. But we've been kicking their ass, though. Don't tell me we've been kicking their ass.
Y'all have been kicking their ass. Y'all have been doing that.
I swear to God, bro. Y'all was playing the whole first quarter. They walked in the gym in the second quarter.
Yeah. You said that. It was 12-0 before I even
15-0.
They smacked them.
I'm like, shit, did these motherfuckers arrive on time? Shit.
I think it was something symbolic about that 24-8 score, though, man. That gave me some goosebumps.
That was wild.
That's crazy, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was wild. 24-8 in the first quarter. That was wild right there.
Somebody said it was rigged because of that. I can't remember who said it in the group. It's rigged.
Oh yeah, no, Jaquan said that shit.
Man, because he a Blazers fan. He got to read.
But you knew he was gonna say that. Yeah.
I got to give him some credit, though. He said, they did come out smack our ass in them black Kobe uniforms. So I give him credit for, at least acknowledging we've been kicking y'all ass ever since that first game or whatnot. But so the Lakers look good. They finally get to that point where it looks like like you said, they've got their legs together. LeBron is hitting step back 3-pointers. Anthony Davis hitting everything in the mid post. And then the news comes out today that Damian Lillard is expected to miss Game 5 due to his knee. So you already just write it off. This is the end of the nice little story of the Portland Trailblazers. There's no way in hell they can win. They can't even win with him. So they're not going to win without Damian Lillard. What you think, Tom?
You know what this is about? You know what this is about right here?
Go ahead.
This the KD situation right here. These motherfuckers know it's over with. Why go on out and put that man out there and risk him for further injury?
Yeah.
I mean, this is over with. It's even worse situation than what the Golden State Warriors in, because Warriors still in that series. This series is over with. You ain't proving nothing by going out there getting your ass beat again. Then you do something serious to that knee. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing serious.
So you don't think that
he can't even bend his knee? So yes, that's a problem. You can't bend it. You shouldn't be out there.
Yeah.
Let me hear from Thomas. Thomas, come on, man. What you thinking about this whole series and the Lakers so far?
I don't know, man. I had some thoughts early in the week, and then Sean just shut me down. So just what I guess it's supposed to just happen. Sean had asked me early in the week if I thought the Lakers were in trouble, or if I thought the Bucks were in trouble, and I said, I didn't think neither one of the teams were in trouble. I just think they lost. And man, it was a big thing. So I don't know. I think the Portland Trailblazers gonna come back and beat them. I don't know. I think that's what Sean wants me to say. So I think they're gonna come back.
Hey, you lying though. Nobody had never asked you about no Bucks. It wasn't Bucks. It was Dallas. It was Dallas, bro. It was Dallas. No, it wasn't about no Bucks. We knew what Bucks was gonna do.
It was the Milwaukee Bucks and then the Los Angeles Lakers.
No, it was Lakers and Clippers.
The LA teams.
Yeah, it was Lakers and Clippers.
Well, tell me what you think, though, Thomas. How do you think you again, we try to be a unbiased type of podcast here. Sometimes we can't help it. I know I can't help it sometimes. I'm sitting here with a Lakers shirt on. But what do you think? How do you think they play so well? And be honest with your opinion. What do you really think of the Lakers so far?
I just think that they ran by LeBron and Anthony Davis when there was a point last night where the the fourth quarter was getting ready to start, and this is before I realized that what's his name, Damian Lillard wasn't going to finish the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew that LeBron needed a breather, and so I was looking at the roster that was getting ready to start their fourth quarter, and we were up by 25. Normally, when a team is up by 25, you say to yourself, "Oh yeah, it's a wrap." I did not have faith in the Lakers, man.
Without Damian Lillard, you thought that they was gonna come back.
No, so I thought that I didn't realize that Damian Lillard wasn't going to return.
Oh, okay.
I just thought that they were going to come. I figured that LeBron was going to sit to start the fourth. They were going to make a run on Philly Cheese and J.R. Smith, and LeBron was going to have to come back into the game. I just think that the Lakers are the term that LeBron likes to use, top heavy. I just think that that LeBron, Anthony Davis, and then although I do like the JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, and Anthony Davis combination down in the paint, I do believe that's some of the best that you can get in the NBA. But as far as our perimeter, we suck, man. We're good defensively on the perimeter, but as far as providing offense, if it ever gets to a point where LeBron James has to be a consistent scorer, I think we're in trouble, man.
You know what question I got, Thomas? And I think you can answer this. You can address this. Why are the Lakers using Dion Waiters more? I don't think I've seen Dion Waiters play much of any meaningful minutes in this series versus the Trailblazers, and we know his offense is way more consistent than, say, a J.R. Smith, say, a Caruso or something like that. I don't know what Dion has done, but it seems like something has happened because he's been in the doghouse this whole series.
Well, see, so with J.R. Smith, J.R. Smith provides a little bit better defense than Dion Waiters.
Yeah.
Dion Waiters is going to help us out with one way and one way only. When we get into a position with the Clippers, or we get into a position with the Rockets, and it becomes a shootout, he's the only perimeter player on the Lakers that can consistently get a bucket, who can go at Lou Will, who can go at
Paul
that's
what you
George.
brought him in for. You definitely want him for that.
Because Danny Green and Caldwell Pope, they're toss-ups, and even still, they cannot consistently get.
Dion Waiters is a toss-up. Y'all giving him too much stock, man.
No, it's not that, Tone. I just feel like if you roll the ball out there right now, and there was someone being defended, Lou Will is gonna get buckets on them. Philly Cheese is gonna get buckets, but Danny Green, Caldwell Pope, Patrick Beverly, them type of guys, they're hit and miss.
And Dion Waiters not that?
No, he's just a terrible defender.
He's a hit and miss player also on offense. Go look at his games, man. He's hit and miss.
Dion could be consistent, but I trust him more. I agree with Thomas on this. I agree with him more offensively than I do JR. JR is so streaky. I mean, he has improved really nothing to me in this series. And I think if I got to put the ball in the guy's hands with the options that I got on that team, I'm gonna trust Dion a lot more because he can actually dribble. JR doesn't dribble a lot. If you notice, he's a lot of catch and shoot, or he taking it and he's trying to dunk on somebody. But Dion can handle the ball. He can do a little bit more than what JR can provide. But if the Lakers are gonna win the championship, they're gonna have to have one of those guys step up because it just you can tell it's gonna come to their head. To your point, when they go against the Clippers or they go against a Bucks team that's good at really cutting off all those angles and stuff that they're doing now. The one factor that we can't say, I'm going to move on from the Lakers because we got to talk about Luka, is we got to say that with AD and LeBron, a top 5 duo of in the league right now, you always going to have a chance with those boys. It just depends on what the other players do. But let's move on from there. And, Sean, I got to start off with you here. You in Dallas. You seeing it. I know
that's another team.
They talking about it. And I'm going to take a step back from my own self and be like, damn, okay, I gave Luka a lot of hate when he first came. I was like, man, who's this white boy? I'm totally fine saying this. I was like, who's this white dude? maybe he'd be all right. Maybe we'll see. But I thought he was going to be another Milicic or Skitchavillia. You know, one of them names that you heard, high draft pick, and never heard about him no more once they got inside the league or whatever. He's proven everybody wrong. I mean, the dude's dropping 40-point triple-doubles. He's shredding Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. And we're going to talk about playoff P too. God knows we're going to talk about him. But in the meantime, do you really think Dallas can pull – do y'all think Dallas can pull this off? And even if they don't, how much credit – what is Luka, top 5 now at this point?
All right. Yeah, I got Luka top 5 right now for me. Now, can they pull it off? I can't change my answer. I told y'all this last week on the podcast. Who did I say? Y'all was saying Portland. Y'all asked who had the better chance to pull it off. I still think it's Dallas. And the reason is because they got a guy like my boy, Luka.
His boy.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That is boy.
That's my big town boy, man.
That's all they got you though.
Hey,
Oh, you know they gonna slip past me.
dude, the way he handled a game, the way he put pressure on the defenses, the way he looked like he can't beat nobody off the dribble. But he can actually got like a different type of shift in him. Like he learned you to sleep.
Yeah.
The person that I seen doing like that when they like just the game that was easy for him, it's two people come in mind that I seen do like that. Jordan was one, and LeBron was the other. Them guys just they act like they toying with you. And I thought it was last year. I thought it was just they just ain't used to the boy. But the boy that got so much better than last year. Now I get why people saying, I'm thinking he's in the running for or what do they call it? When you improve, most improved?
Yeah, most improved player. Yeah.
But now, I was arguing with them because people were saying he should be running for the MVP award. I think he should now. I really do. I think he should be in the MVP conversation, but they don't include playoffs with it.
Right to say, yeah, all he's doing now is in the playoffs. But I mean, he had a pretty good regular season as well. But he should be up for both, whatever. Yeah,
don't forget, though, that's what I said.
Porzingis is going to be out next game too. So if they beat them twice without Porzingis, they're going to win that series. I guarantee you. If they beat them one more time and without Porzingis, the confidence level is going to be off the roof because Porzingis that's the 20 points you got sitting on your bench. So if they beat them without him again, I think that series is over. And the Clippers, that would be a sad march from greatness that everybody want to put.
He out again today?
Yeah, he out again today from last I looked.
Dallas ain't winning tonight. They can't survive a whole game without Porzingis, dude.
Hey.
What's gonna happen when Luka sits on the bench? Where the offense coming from?
They finna double team the hell out of him. Kawhi and Paul George gonna be all in his face all game long. You don't got that other threat, man.
Yeah. Hey, Luka, man. I saw Luka coming last year, man. Even though he was a rookie, he was a veteran. I was saying it in the group, he was a veteran type rookie because he had all that experience overseas. He was like a pro since 16. So he wasn't looking like the rugged other rookies. Dude was just more advanced, and he just added on to his game, his confidence, his skill level is just insane. He's somewhere, to me, his talent and skill is in the middle of Magic and Bird. He ain't either one of them, but he a little bit of both of them to me when I see him.
Scary.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
scary, a little bit of both of them. And he one of my favorite players outside of my Chicago dudes.
Oh, he's your boy too now.
No, he ain't my boy. Hey, that's a good one. You got me. But no, he one of my favorites. I'm saying, I just like watching him, man. He just
I know he's
confidence, man. And the way he play like I got this. I just love to see players like that. I got this. He ain't shook. None of that shit is bothering him.
He got the swag. He got the swag.
He got the swag,
I promise y'all, and I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I was one of the ones like, okay, I seen him play a little bit here and there, but he ain't gonna be much of a blip in the radar. I got to give myself this one, call out myself because I should have looked more into it because I seen him putting up those numbers and people comparing him to LeBron. I'm like, come on, y'all, stop. It's just a matter of time before everybody catches up to this dude. We know what he's about, but to your credit, like y'all said, that second year, I remember when I played like my freshman year in ball. That first year, you kind of getting your legs up under you, looking at the competition, you trying to figure out. And when you get that stride where you feel like you belong, well, you're like, oh, this okay. I see what this is about. I can hang with this. It's over, dog. When I know I belong, okay, you finna see me now. What you think about that, Mr. Liggett? What
16.5. What's going on?
What it is over there, man? What you at the vending machine, bro? What's going on over there, man?
Hey, I need some Pringles.
I know y'all got.
I'm with you, man. Dude, you know me, I'm a hater, man. So I didn't want to give him his props either. But now, dude's the baller. He's the man. I don't want no trouble with Luka, man. No trouble with Luka. But I think that without Zing, I think I don't think they can beat them without Zing. But I don't know, that still got playoff P out there too. So
playoff P. Did you really call him that?
I think they can
the last 3 games.
I'm just joking. I'm totally just kidding. But
hey,
Tom,
I think they do like double digits tonight.
Me personally, I want them to lose so we can. I want the Lakers to play the Clippers in the Western Conference, man. That's what I want. But I wouldn't mind seeing Luka upset. Upset
I think
them
the
boys.
NBA won't want what you want too.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't with the Kevin Durant championships, man. I want to see some. I want my guys to earn championships, man. I don't want none of that jump on whoever's winning type championship shit. I don't want to go up in there playing all ACs and stuff. I want to beat somebody that, so there's no question. But if Luka whooping ass like that, I wouldn't mind beating him either. So
let's talk about pandemic P. I ain't calling that boy playoff nothing because
layoff P. He laid off, man. He ain't working.
10 for 47 his last 3 games. I mean, defensively, he's getting cooked by Luka. If you go back and look at this, this is a trend for Paul George. Since he said this playoff P stupid stuff, he's not really been a great player in the playoffs, man. I've never cared for Paul George after the way he done the Lakers and kind of like seemed like he just was telling stories on them. I don't care about that at this point. I'm just talking about his performance. You look at Kawhi out there doing everything that he can. Does this cast doubt, not just about him, but about this whole Clippers team going forward? What y'all think?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, the Clippers have no confidence in this guy. I know. Just the type of person that Patrick Beverly is. I know. See, I'm a Patrick Beverly fan.
So
I love that. I love that little black scrappy pepper. I just know what type of dude.
And they had like that stuff.
Listen, Paul George looks like the type of guy that after a loss you have to go up to him and say, "Oh, you're gonna get him next time, Tiger." He just looks like that. He just looks like the soft type. You remember back in the day when people used to think cats from LA or basketball players from the West Coast was just soft.
Yeah.
He's the reason why. So I know they really ain't got no faith in that cat, but because he's gonna let teams down time after time, and the Clippers ain't never seen it, but we know what he do. We know what he do.
I always say, y'all want to trust the Clippers as much as y'all want to. We'll see them in the playoffs when things change a little bit. I never trusted playoff P or whatever he's calling himself these days, pandemic P, whatever his name is. He ain't getting a W the way he's playing these last games.
Imagine all those players that the Clippers gave up for him back on the Clippers. Back on the Clippers with Kawhi.
That would be Alexander looking real good.
That team was hard, man.
And you add Kawhi to that team without pandemic P, hey, that team would be deeper. And man,
well, let's be fair.
They might have made a mistake with that.
I think we all piling on. It's easy to pile on him right now. He's still he's a pretty good, above average player. He's an all-star player. But all this talk about him being the final piece and all this crap, I was like, y'all didn't see him get done up by Dame in the playoffs last year. Everybody wanted to blame it on Russ. But if you look at the numbers and they keep talking about this shoulder and stuff, I'm tired of hearing about that damn shoulder now. That shoulder been hurt
on his shoulder. Yeah.
2.5 years. Now, I don't want to hear about that damn shoulder no more at this point. He played.
He was in Indiana disappearing.
Yeah, so I ain't trying to hear that, man. He's just not a some guys just ain't got that prime time in them. Man. Just, for whatever reason, like you said, I don't know if it's because of whatever it is.
What year is this for, Sean?
What you say?
What year is this for P, Sean?
What you say?
He said, "What year is this for
who?
Paul George.
Paul George.
Oh, what year? Oh.
You don't know.
Who's in the league a while, man.
Let me see.
No.
I think he's been in about 10 years, 10, 11 years.
It's been a minute. He was drafted in 2008. No, 2010. I'm sorry. So this is his 10th year.
10 years. I know it's about 10, 11 years.
Yeah, that's 10 years, man. So,
This is what kind of irritates me, right?
is that your wife in the background?
3
too?
or 4. Oh, yeah. All right, well, y'all go. Yeah, it is.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I'll just say this last little point, and I'm gonna go to mute after this.
Oh, take hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll call you back.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's say they ran off about 3 or 4 championships or whatever. People will forget everything that this man done until that point. And the only thing that'll matter is those championships, which is what they've done to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant now is, you go online and he's this finals MVP and he's this and he's that, and it's like all that stuff goes out the window once a championship is won. And
True.
And I think that I think the same thing may happen to this kid who's been in the league for 10 years. Me and Tone laugh and joke about this guy all the time. We call him a damn choke artist. LeBron's easy win. Hell, that's what he is to me.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, he done gave LeBron so many damn wins. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
LeBron needs to be sending him gifts for Christmas, whatever.
Yeah, and it's like we done sat there and we done put this label on this kid, man, and now he's playoff P. Like who the hell gave him that name?
He did. He
gave
that himself.
That's the problem right there. You don't get yourself.
I heard about playoff P. That's what he said.
Yeah, he did. You don't give yourself a nickname. Your people give you a nickname.
Yeah,
that's the problem right there.
And that's what made it so easy to say these type of things. That's why I don't feel bad, because hell, you the one that said it. I didn't say it. Nobody else said it.
Right. Now, if one of his teammates is going to call him playoff P, that'll be different.
Come on, dog. You said it. So I'm asking this question, though, y'all. Let's get to the question. Does this make you cast doubt in the Clippers going forward? Because if it's just going to be Kawhi carrying them, Paul George's going to show up eventually. He's going to have a few good games. But can you rely on him enough to feel like the Clippers are that team that we thought going into this as a favorite?
I never saw Clippers as a favorite. I told y'all that. I never saw them as a favorite. I just didn't like. I really liked the team they had before they got Kyle, because I think they got too greedy, man. They could have just got Kyle and been okay. They didn't have to go get beat. They had that little young boy had a nice year last year. And coming off the bench, man, they was loaded, man.
Now, Kawhi wanted to get somebody, though. He was out there actively pursuing a Paul George, maybe a Jimmy Butler, but he needed a running mate. So, to your point, Sean, I think they just kind of caved in to whatever Kawhi wanted he was going to get if he was going to come to the franchise.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta have him now, Sean. It's a different game. I think sometimes we get.
But he ain't that type of player. Why did he want Paul George? He ain't that type of player.
Listen, but look, Sean, they're still getting those points. They're getting those points from Lil Will, though. So when Paul George comes along, You know,
Bro,
it'll just
Lil
take from the
Will was
point that
getting
Lil Will is.
before Paul George even got there. That didn't change nothing for
Kawhi, you got it. No, what I'm saying is Kawhi and Lil Will is leading the team in scoring right now. You know, because Paul George has been struggling. We just live in an era now to where you gotta have those two guys to take away the double team. It's just like
What
when
two
Ed
guys, though?
Gordon
He ain't one of the two guys, though.
But I'm saying PG ain't that type of player.
Tone, he is though. Tone, he is.
In the regular
He's a
season,
star.
in the regular season, Paul
So when
George.
you evaluate, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, Paul. I mean, I know we clowning him right now, but Paul George has proven to be at least an all-star type capable player. So if you're gonna think that if he's that level of player making $33 million a year, you think that he's gonna be able to be at least the second wheel. We ain't saying being the first wheel. Clearly, that's Kawhi's team. All you ask for Paul George is to be the second wheel. He's not even being that.
I think before his injury, he was a lot better. I just don't think he's that player right now. I mean, he's still a decent player to have as a starter. But if you're looking for him to take over a game, I really don't think he can really just do it like that. He might get some time to take over a game, but you ain't going to consistently give him a guy that when you need him, he's going to show up like that. Nah, it ain't happening.
Man,
I think he's the same player before and after his injury. He plays well in the regular season. When the postseason comes and it's a strong team, you got to play defense and offense on. He ain't going to show up every night. He ain't going to show up every other night. He's going to have spot games, a game here, game there where he'll show up, but not enough games to make a difference for his team to get to the next round or the next level, should I say.
Yeah, but ain't no way against the Mavericks. He's supposed to be playing like he's a superstar.
Yeah.
Against the
But
Mavericks.
he got to play on both sides of the ball, though, against them. He got to play on both sides of the ball.
That's the most
he don't have that type of –
yeah. That's the most disappointing thing. He getting cooked defensively.
Yep.
Yeah. If he was playing against a team where they didn't have a guy like Luka challenging him, he might be shining right now. But he got to play both sides, and he ain't built for that. I ain't never seen him built for that. When he was in Indiana, I was like,
they've been saying that Paul George is one of the best two-way players in the game, and y'all saying that my man's
They've
not.
been saying it for a long time.
So he a good when he got to play one or the other ways, he's good. We got to play both ways at the same time. I don't see it.
Well, stop shooting the ball then, Paul George. From turning around, stop shooting the damn ball and put it all on defense, because the least you can do is hold Luka to 20, but do whatever you got to do to foul him or something.
I thought he pretty much did play both ways pretty decent when he was at Indiana. I thought he did play them both ways pretty decent, defense and offense.
Yeah.
What was the other guy on the Pacers? He was a dog for them. I can't think his name. He was a forward as well.
Danny
Granger was the one holding it down for them.
Granger was a dog.
Yeah, he was holding it down for them.
All right, let's quickly go through the other playoff series. You got the Jazz up over the Nuggets 3-1. All I can say about that series is every time I look up, Donovan Mitchell is scoring 50 points. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Donovan Mitchell he's one of those cats, man. I'm like, damn, he could put up points in a bunch real quick.
What y'all think about them D-Wade comparisons?
I see it a little bit. I see it. He kind of does play like him. He does play like him.
He do.
He does play like him in a way. He ain't got the bounce maybe that D-Wade got, but I think he got a better jump shot than D-Wade ever had too. He's actually a consistent three-point shooter. D-Wade never really was that in his time in Miami. You say no, Thomas? What you say no?
I mean, come on, it's me. You really add that?
Whatever we say yes to, he gonna say.
Hey, we say cornflakes. He gonna say put some sugar on them.
Make them frosted, dog.
Yeah, make them frosted.
No, you know, that's where my bias comes in at. My bias comes in with anybody that used to play this damn thing that they call basketball today. But I don't, but of course the jump shots are going to be better now because that's the game now. Dwayne Wade actually came into an era where the three-point shooter was still a specialist. Now you just have to be able to shoot the three as well now. But I just feel like Dwayne Wade could have developed the three-point shot had he been asked to develop a 3-point shot. You know,
Has that been part of the league?
He
but
just
I
stopped playing
just
2
don't
years
see.
ago.
No, that ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when Dwayne Wade came in, like I feel like the game has changed from 2015 to 2020. It's a total different game than 2003. You know, like I said, 3-point. I mean, am I wrong? I mean, the 3-point shooter was still a specialist
No, I mean,
in 2003.
I agree with you, but I'm just saying, though, you look at the guy that's still playing that was in the draft case, LeBron. LeBron has totally incorporated the 3-point shot in his game. So I'm saying D-Wade had the chance
that's
to
what I'm
do
saying.
so.
Yeah.
He just didn't have to because he was so good, mid-range. But
Mid-range is just fucking awesome.
he could have.
Dwayne Wade hadn't, but Dwayne Wade hadn't been Dwayne Wade was both sides of the ball. Dwayne Wade was an assassin. I just don't see that with Donovan Mitchell. And it could just be the fact that, you know, a lot of their games aren't televised. I've only been able to see him in the playoffs. So maybe I don't get to see, but Dwayne Wade was a lot of ISO, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess I see a little flashes of it, but the 3-point shot I don't see it because of the 3-point shot. I just feel like Donovan Mitchell is one of the first of his kind because of the 3-point shot being what it is today.
Well, if you compare,
just like Luka.
No, go ahead.
What you say?
No, I was gonna say, well, if you look at
it's just like Luka.
They're about the same size. You know, if you look at their size and height, and their game is kind of similar. Like, again, Dwayne Wade's skill level in that mid-range is unmatched. I mean, there wasn't many guys that could say they had that. But if I had to compare him to anybody else, I don't know who else you can compare him. But the guy's scoring. He's done something that ain't nobody ever did, y'all. We got to give him credit for that. He scored 2 50-point games in one series, not play in a series. So what is he averaging, like 45 against the Nuggets? I don't know. So I'm just saying we got to give him some credit for that, right?
I give him props, but I'm a little bit with Thomas on the era thing because the scoring and all that seems so different and seems so easy because of the rules changes in the offense and all that.
Yeah.
But
dude, the ball goes out of bounds with 2 seconds on the clock. They push it back up to 14 seconds. Like this shit is crazy that's out there. It's like, what the hell is going on out there? And it's like every other game, somebody's dropping 50. Like 50 used to be like big shit. I remember when you threw a 50 bomb, like you were the king. You were the king for the month. Now, you dropped 50? Yeah, I did that yesterday.
We saw a little glimpse of the era and the scoring being a little inflated when we saw the Pacers in the Heat series, how Jimmy deflated TJ Warren a little bit. You know?
Yeah,
the numbers was inflated because you ain't really playing nobody. The offense, the defense, and all that.
Jimmy,
you know what I'm saying?
Now, what is he? I think he was having like 15 that series, but he wasn't putting up them 35, 40 games that he'd been doing.
Exactly. And as far as Donovan Mitchell, he don't play the defense like D-Wade, but on the offensive side of the ball,
the defense, that's the part that separates them really.
On the offensive side of the ball, they're similar. We just separating mid-range for threes. The rest of the game, in between, it's the same.
It's pretty much the same. That's what I'm saying. So this is pretty much over though. We ain't gonna waste too much time on that. It's 3-1 Jazz. Jazz probably finish that up pretty soon, like you did say. We'll talk about the 2 sweeps. The other 2 sweeps we haven't talked about. The Raptors pretty much handled business like they should have against the Nets. I think the average margin of victory that was like 21 points, something crazy. So they beat their ass all 4 of those games. And then what was the other sweep?
Going home tonight.
He swept the Pacers. Yeah.
Yeah, the Heat swept, and that's one I didn't see. I thought the Pacers won a game or 2.
I mean,
come on, damn! You just letting them do it like that. I looked at that. I looked at a couple of those games. The Heat got a pretty well-rounded roster as far as those perimeter players. They'll keep throwing a Dragic, a Hero, a Nunn. They got some guys that can put.
They got a deep roster.
They do.
You want to talk about deep?
They need another
They
big.
like Denver with a deep roster, but they got better deep players than Denver do. They got a good ass roster, man.
They do. Yeah, y'all think
they got a good ass roster.
y'all think they challenge the Bucks?
And don't be surprised if Milwaukee Bucks go home.
Oh, whoa.
Y'all heard me.
Whoa.
You heard me.
I did.
Don't be surprised if Milwaukee Bucks go home.
I heard you loud and clear, sir. Woo.
I told y'all last blast I wasn't sold on Denver. They deep and shit. They just too fucking young. I knew that. I knew they was young. They just too young.
So you saying the Heat can take out the Bucks though? I mean, they'll give them a series.
I'm saying the Heat's gonna beat the Bucks. I ain't saying
that's what I wanted to hear. Put it on wax. I want
there you go.
Come out your mouth. You said they're gonna.
There you go.
The Bucks.
There you go.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't mind seeing an upset. I don't mind seeing an upset.
The way Giannis came on strong, that's gonna be a tough. But I will give the Heat that respect. If you sweep a team, you playing hot, you're doing what you're supposed to do at the right time. We'll see. That's gonna be a battle, man. I can't wait to see that Boston and Raptors series, though, man. I really want to see that one because both of those teams coming in hot. Both of them swept their previous opponent. That's gonna be a dog.
I got Boston and Heat. I got Boston and Heat.
You got Boston and the Heat. So you think?
Yeah, Raptors going home too. Raptors going home too.
Raptors going back to the finals, man.
Nah.
So that's your prediction.
That's my prediction. Raptors going back.
He said Raptors gonna beat Boston. So that I want to see how that.
No, I'm saying Raptors gonna beat. Yeah, they're gonna beat Boston.
No, I see what you're saying. No, they're gonna come out the East, but they got to beat Boston first. Boston, I don't know, man. That's a tough out.
They ain't gonna beat Boston.
That's a 6-7 game series. I know.
Yeah, that's a slugfest right there. They're gonna go at it. Yeah. Can't wait to see that.
But they know how to play in those already. They did it.
We'll see.
I just that Boston offense, man. They got too many motherfuckers that can step up and give you 20 at any given time. They got too many of them.
Now the Kimba's playing well. That's what I'm saying, though.
Where they gonna get their rebounds from, though, man? Where they gonna get their rebounds from?
Tatum had 15 the other game. He scored. I think he scored like 35. Had 15. I like to see that. I like to see when guys don't just, you know what I'm saying. I always about the score. Yeah. Focus on the little details. That's how I know he's coming for it.
Yeah,
League is in good hands the next few years. You got Tatum, Devin Booker, Luka. The league is gonna be Zion. It's gonna be in good hands.
It's in a good position.
Yeah, I think we'll be just fine, man. This rumor that's